Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Hall of Game podcast. I am your host, O'Shea Duke Jackson, and this show is dedicated more for your entrepreneurial, corporate America, African American male that's looking to, move up in the company, start a business, gain skills. This is what we've done. We have all the experts. Shout out to my brother Gabe A, who produces about, I would say, 80 to 90% of the content here. And we are now joined also by our brother Antoine Wade of Black Heights, Georgia Tech MBA. We have brother Sub-Zero. And the topic that we're talking about today is the coronavirus season, the best time to start a business. This topic actually comes from Black Heights YouTube channel, which is Antoine Wade. So we'll go ahead and introduce everybody in the crew. We'll start with Gabe, Sub-Zero, and then we'll leave Antoine for last. Brother Gabe, go ahead and let them know who you are, player.
How's it going, everybody? I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. My name is Gabe A here on YouTube. Let's see, background in electrical engineering. Have continued to go throughout my career, being in manufacturing, being in cybersecurity, nuclear engineering, currently in a master's program in my field and working as a consultant, B2B consultant. So yeah, just happy to be here and get some gay.
All right. Thank you. Brother Sub-Zero, you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. My name is Sub-Zero 3639. I run Lifting the Veil IT Academy. Shout out to Sister Gwen. She just landed $40 an hour Friday, one of my students. I train people in database development, business intelligence. We will be starting a class Wednesday night. All my students make $30 or more an hour. Hit me up. Also, I'm a business intelligence developer myself, and I have a YouTube channel by the name of my moniker, which is Sub-Zero 3639.
All right. I heard so many great things from people from the Academy, brother. Thank you so much. Keep it techie. Hey, bro, what's going on, fam? I sent you an email earlier. Brother Olga, that's my brother right there, man. Very talented, very, very talented entrepreneur. Olga, let me know if you want to come up. Keep it techie. Let me know, man. And last but not least, the coach himself, Black Heights YouTube channel. Now, this brother specializes in something that nobody else specializes as far as content. Brother Black Heights, go ahead and tell them what your channel is about.
Absolutely. Thank you for inviting me to the show with you super smart brothers, man. Yeah, I'm the founder of Black Heights, which we are a company that train coaches and mentors folks to improve their soft skills, their employability skills that helps to keep them employed and to move up fast within the corporate world. So that's management, that's leadership, that's conflict management, that is also communicating with impact. I'm also a sales executive for a company that sells to Fortune 500 companies, supply chain and logistics solutions. So it's a little bit about me. Thank you for having me on, O'Shea.
No, don't forget now that he is a Georgia Tech MBA. You know, that is a top 50 program according to you. We ain't gonna brag on that right now, but boy, he working with a little something. And I'm keeping him on the screen. I want everybody to go check out Black Heights again. Like I said, it's one of the more unique channels I see. I wouldn't just say in Black YouTube. I would say at all, right? What he focuses on is very basically you'd have to be in this position to be able to know what he's talking about, right? You would have to know that, but he can break it down to where anyone can understand it. Brother, I saw your video that you premiered yesterday.
Yeah.
And me and brother Gabe, we were both trying to figure out. We're glad that you came because we was trying to figure out how are we gonna talk about this if he not here, you know. And you were talking about the opportunities that are around, and people are really shook with the coronavirus pandemic. But you kind of came out and with a leap of faith and said, right now is the perfect time to start a business during this pandemic. Now that's very controversial. Why did you say that?
Well, thanks for the question, O'Shea. Absolutely. And I'll tell you two reasons why I said that. I think when I made that video yesterday, I was in a mood of what are people doing today that's going to help them to improve their skills tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the premise behind the video. However, you're right. I did say now is the perfect time to start a business. And the reason why I said that is because I personally think now the playing field has been leveled.
Okay.
Now, what do I mean by that? We had unemployment in this country, the lowest it's ever been. And basically what that means is everyone just about is employed. People with no skill sets are employed. People that have started businesses with no business skills have a business. These are the same people right now, if you don't have a skill set, that more than likely are going to be fired. These are the people who have owned business or have businesses with no business skills are going to go out of business. So the playing field really has been leveled. If you have skill sets that's going to be needed in this time of economic hardship for a lot of companies, you have an opportunity to put yourself out there to undercut what they would traditionally pay in a cost of service, where they would potentially be getting mediocre service. Now you have an opportunity to put yourself out there and to potentially earn some business, because people don't have the money that they used to have. And I would say this.
Mm-hmm.
The second point that I would also say is people really need help. And like, people are struggling at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have that skill set, why not? You may not even have the money, right? You may not even have the money at this point in time. It doesn't take a lot of money to start a business. If you're going to go the way of, traditional and starting the LLC and S Corp and all this other stuff, it only costs you potentially maybe $500 to get all that stuff going. And next thing you know, you can, hit the ground running and doing your thing. But people really do need help at this point in time, and they don't have the money. So why not put yourself out there to, practice? That's what I call it. It's practice at this point in time. Leverage your skill set that you have, practice, and make money off of it at the same time. So that's kind of the reason why I thought about that, O'Shea.
Okay. Dr. D, shout out to the brother. That's the brother that has a doctorate degree in I believe it's information technology. I did a show with him. Shout out to the brother. I was trying to get his email today to put him on the list. But let me kind of go to everybody else. We kind of heard Antoine Wade's MBA's foresight. Let's start with Brother Gabe. Brother Gabe, what are your thoughts towards this? And we'll go to Brother Sub-Zero.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so during these times, I definitely do agree with Antoine's point as it concerns individuals with particular skill sets. They can definitely leverage the market, leverage the economic downturn to really kind of come out on top here. I think maybe where I differ in his point is as it concerns starting the business, right? Or kind of going in. And maybe correct me if I'm wrong if I say anything that doesn't align with the points that you were making. Because kind of my kind of investment strategy, especially like business strategy, I'm a bit conservative, right? I'm a bit conservative. I've been, I guess, slower to jump into, I guess, risky times and kind of go all in, and to really try to get as much as I can through particular opportunities, right? So I guess at this moment, here, let me give one example, right? Delta is a particular stock that has been literally plummeting since coronavirus started. Delta, Southwest, United, all these airlines, right? They grounded planes at an unprecedented amount. People just aren't traveling at the moment. So that means the stock goes down. Me and my wife, we purchased somewhere around 30, 35 shares of Delta just to see what it was doing. But what happened recently is that we found that very large investors in Delta have actually started to sell their stock. Warren Buffett, to name one, who owns 10% of Delta stock. He sold all of his, right? So at the moment, rather than saying, okay, it's plummeting, the stock is going down, 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 let me go ahead and get some of that. Kind of being more conservative and holding my position as I wait to see how things kind of trickle down here, because they have a Warren Buffett's organization, his investment organization. They have a shareholders meeting coming up, I think in May. So I'm holding position and trying to see what happens after that to try to understand what type of actions I should take. So I guess I say all that to say the point that I'm a bit more conservative and I need a little bit more information before jumping in and starting a business and becoming and kind of going more risky. So I'm kind of more in that particular camp. Nothing against what Antoine's point is as a concern starting a business. I guess in my investment strategy, I'm a bit more conservative and looking for the information before I kind of jump in. So it's kind of where I stand on this.
Okay. And also what we'll do is we'll talk about ideas for this $1,200 stimulus. I want to make a whole show about that, right? But what could you do to reinvest that back into yourself or something like that? But let me go ahead and start with the brother Sub-Zero, who probably knows what we could do with that. Brother Sub-Zero, what do you think about what Antoine Wade said and the other?
Two things. Can you hear me? You hear me just fine?
Yes, sir.
First off, let me take this right. I'm not a big fan of Warren Buffett, and the reason I say that is because Warren Buffett just took $100,000, borrowed from his family, jumped into the market, went long in the market. He had almost 100 some odd years of previous knowledge to know that there was never a 7-year period where you could have invested money in the market and lost money. So it wasn't like he's losing. So now they call him the Oracle of Omaha, like he was able to read the future. No, he just did something smart in the 70s. And now he's reaped benefits through stock splits and stuff like that. So every move he makes isn't ironclad. But I'm going to say this. And O'Shea, you kind of stole my thunder a little bit, because I just released 2 videos on my channel a few minutes ago with brother AJ Simmons, which is a YouTuber, and he specializes in the cleaning business. I've seen Jan Pro and Janny King franchises. You can get them from like $800, $900. This stimulus check is perfect, because what it will do, it can allow you the opportunity to jump in a business with menial dollars. If you don't have any money, I just spoke with one of my students yesterday who drives for Amazon and gets $70 a day. He gets paid twice a week. He goes out, it takes him 2 hours. He can run 2 shifts sometimes and pull $140 a day just driving for 2 hours per shift. So you're looking at about 4 hours. You could do that right now. They need people right now delivering for Amazon right now. If you're sitting if you're sitting at home, you can go drive for Amazon right now. There are many opportunities right now. You can jump into this market, doing anything, and supplement your income if you have a job, and then set that money aside. Or you can get this stimulus check, especially if you're unemployed right now, and that will be money. And Jan Pro, the way it works is they'll give you a contract. They guarantee business. And what happens is, because it's guaranteed, they're able to, they guarantee you a certain amount of thousands of dollars per month, guaranteed business. You can't, that in this market right now of certain, uncertainty, that's pretty good. So if I think if the most they say is $200,000 guaranteed business or $40,000 investment. So that's one way. And of course, they got many different grades. Look, man, I think this is the best time right now because people are scared. And what they say, scared money doesn't make money. Do you need to go risk the house, your mortgage? No. But a lot of people right now are shook and afraid. And I think right now, we as Black people especially have been historically, we've always lived. This is how we always function mostly. Whereas a lot of white America, they're not used to this.
Say it again. I don't think they heard that one.
A lot of us, Black people every day, it's fearful for us to go to the corner and see the cops. White people are afraid. They're afraid now because they're like, damn, I'm gonna be living like Black people now. Well, Black people, we've been living like this for hundreds of years. A lot of us have. So, and we don't have a lot of investment money. A lot of us, we might can get our hands on $1,000. So it's 50 different ways you can do it. You can start a mobile car wash. You can get your own lawn service. Go get it, man. Grass is growing.
I'm sitting right here looking at my neighbor's yard needs to be cut.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got some little boys that come knock on my door. They cut my yard once a week. I pay them $20. You know, something, but do something. I don't think you need to be fearful, because I think that's the problem. I think people that made it through the Great Depression, go back and look at what happened. A lot of the companies that made it through the Great Depression, one sister that was over banking, she lost a lot of her money. But if you're able to make it through these times right now, and one of the good things about now, and I'm gonna shut up. One of the good things about now, unlike the housing bubble, which is where I lost a couple of houses and lost a lot of money, but unlike the housing bubble where only a segment of the population was hurting and people were kind of really callous towards them, right now, everybody's hurting. It's going to be, we've never seen this before. So what's going to happen is it's going to be so much leniency over the next 7 or 8 months on bills, on everything. And everybody has to work with you, because it's not like during the housing bubble where if you got foreclosed on, too bad, you were greedy. Whereas now, if you something happens and you say you're struggling, everybody understands, look, we about to be sitting here, it sounds like, for the next 2 months, sitting still in the house, not able to go outside, watching celebrity battles on the internet, on Instagram. So this is a great opportunity.
Right. Okay. No, and thank you. Shout out to brother Julian Brown. I am a Jam Pro franchisee. Sub-Zero, Uncle Markel doing really nice things out there at Medellin. I've been watching his quarantine in Colombia. I was going to add a few things to brother Antoine Wade, and I mean, I can't add to that because Antoine Wade knows what he's talking about. But I think, like, for what Gabe was saying, I don't have enough information. Okay, so I think and shout out to brother Sub-Zero for talking about Jam Pro. I never knew that Jam Pro offers that kind of guarantee. So what I've asked brother Antoine Wade, because brother Antoine Wade definitely deals with big companies, international, has always an international experience. What if you do want to start a business, and you did, to his point, he said if you have a specific skill. Now he did say that, right? So obviously this is something that you know something about that you can exploit. You already have the training. Brother Antoine, what if you have a person right now, they're looking at, okay, I've been kicked out of work. I've been laid off. I'm one of those players in Air Canada was laid off 15,000 people. I'm looking at reinventing myself right now and going into some sort of industry where I can eventually have my own business or eventually go there while picking up a skill set, because I don't want to end up in the situation that I'm in now. What advice would you give somebody that's currently laid off or being affected by the coronavirus epidemic, but they want to make sure that if something like this happens again, that it doesn't?
Yeah, that's a great question, O'Shea. One, I would have to say this, and I would say it with empathy, is I feel bad, and you have to get over it. You have to get over it fast, because the next step is for you to plan what you're going to do. And then what I would also, and this is kind of the talks that I have with my mentees a lot of the times. And I've already had this conversation already as well, too, because one of them did get laid off. And the conversation kind of goes like this. You have to move forward. And now is the perfect opportunity for you to sit down, understand exactly what is it that you want, what you're good at, and pave a path to how you're going to get there. And that means if you're going to be the best communication speaker that's out there, if that's your plan, if you are good at communicating and getting people riled up and motivational speeches and stuff like that, you should be reading and learning and watching videos about the people who do that very, very well to sharpen that skill set. Mm-hmm. You should be taping yourself to do that exact same thing right now, because everybody has a bunch of downtime at this point in time. People don't have good time management skills at this point in time. You need to figure out what you need to do in this equal amount of time that everybody has, and leverage that time, focus, and get it going. You got to get it going, because the majority of people, they're still freaking out. You got people at this point in time who are thinking about when the next meal is, right? You have people who are, not wanting to come home to their wives or having to be in the house with their wives at this point in time. It is a terrible state where people are in at this point in time. And if you have an opportunity to be under control, focus on time management, Everybody else is watching Netflix or watching YouTube, and you come out of this thing with probably ahead of 70% of people who are trying to go into that space, man. So that's kind of what I tell.
Let me ask you this, because obviously, I know that because you went through a professional school,
yes, sir,
which is the MBA. Time management is of the essence, because I believe you have like a lot of, from what I've been told, there are a lot of like group projects and things like that in MBA programs, and time management is of the essence because a lot of the work is strenuous, right?
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of my time management skills too since I've been in Africa and been like delayed. Let's kind of talk about that real quick. The time management right now, how to manage it. If you could just basically break that down, because I think a lot of brothers, even myself, I have to get my mind back. All right, even though I'm in the home, because typically what will happen, and I'm being along with it. For me, I go to Design Hub here in Kampala. I'll wake up. I'll go do my work at the co-working space. I'll go there. I'll have my coffee. I can get into my routine because I want to get out of the house to do some of my other work. Just keep my mind, change locations. Now I can't do that, and that's the problem that I'm having. What about because typically a brother will be able to go to Starbucks. So now you can't do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you might want to change locations. How are you able to manage the time under this sort of situation? And where you're kind of in the same environment that you typically study or you typically relax in. You don't really do your studying or your work or your planning there. A lot of people like to get out their house to do that. What would you suggest?
Well, this is how I do it. And I can only talk from personal experience of being in grad school, having to manage my time and having to go do the same thing and struggle at this point in time with time management as well, too, right? I'm not traveling. I was supposed to be in Bucharest, Romania this week. I'm not doing a lot of the things that I typically do. And luckily I have an office within my house to where I can literally focus. But you have to set your priorities. I typically do it at night, right before the next day, typically around 8 o'clock. And I say, okay, what it is that I want to accomplish tomorrow? And I typically don't give myself no more than 2 large, goals that I want to accomplish for the work day. And you have to work towards getting that done. In between, everything else is going to fill in between. But if you have, something that you need to get done, you have to plan for it. That's what I'm saying. Grad school, the same way. The thing about grad school and time management is it forces you to do so.
Oh, yeah.
It is, you are so busy, and you have to figure out a way within first month, if you even want to keep up, to plan out your days. So if you have, a book to read, you need to make sure you have at least 4 hours to be able to go through that book on a particular day. And you have to plan it like that. You have to plan it almost every hour of the day of how you're going to execute that. And you have to stick to that plan. It takes a lot of persistence, but it's persistence that's going to last you for the rest of your life. And I was fortunate enough to be able to have that same discipline now, although I still do struggle with it. Because it is a major change, but I still do have that level of persistence as long as I plan as well too, O'Shea. So that's what I would tell people is plan it, man. You have to plan it. You have to plan it. Stay busy too. Stay busy for sure. But when I say busy, I'm not talking about watching Netflix and watching YouTube for the fun of it. Find something that you want to learn, something that you need to do and accomplish that during that time.
Oh, no, man. Great. You summed it up better than I ever could. Shout out to brother Malik Vanderpool. Is a very successful brother right here, man. Very top-notch brother. I'd be honored to get him on the hall. Great discussion, brothers. Thanks, O'Shea, for keeping us informed. There are opportunities in these times. Stay focused. Be a problem solver no matter what the problem is, and have a plan. Brother Nick Penn, the great engineer from Penn State, in the building. Adapt to your environment. I believe he's a mechanical engineer, right? There's a great time to build new skills that prepare you for your future focus. Got to get him on here. He's also has good skills. Joe MCC opinions. To the leniency on bills, a court can't order private companies to stop evictions or repossessions. They could delay it. People should learn their stage protections and how to draft pleadings to argue immaterial breaches. Okay, thank you. All right, let me go to brother Keep It Techie. brother KIT, thank you for coming on to the hall. What do you have that you would like to add to this, brother? And with this particular pandemic that we're facing, is he there? Hello, white man holding the back, brother. Okay, we'll come back to keep taking, brother Gabe. Anything that you want to say?
Definitely, I think I can see definitely even before we were talking on the in the back chat before the thing has started, just speaking about kind of certain things that you need to do in order. So now, right, it's a downtime. It's a time where you have a lot more time, but you also need to also strategize, right, where you see where you currently are, and this is a good opportunity for you to come out better than you were before on the other end, right? I think a lot of people are starting to post like on social media, like, stop tripping on productivity. You don't have to be productive. It's a pandemic outside. Yeah, that's very nice for them. But if you want, to show your value, maybe to your organization, even yourself, right? I don't think right now is the time to slack. Something that we were talking about before is that, so I work in consulting, right? B2B business for cybersecurity services, so professional services. And right now, our chargeability or our project work isn't as high as it typically is. We're typically somewhere around 65 to 70, or actually 88, 89% chargeability. We're very busy with engagements. We also have a lot of statement of works out there right now, which we're waiting for them to come about. But anyway, the thing about it is that a lot of that chargeability work isn't currently there, or it's not currently on the books. But the thing about it is that we are looking to enhance our professional services, which means that we're developing new services. We're actually working on rolling out a training offering, right? A tech professional training offering, like pretty much be trainers and be able to sell this to businesses, and pretty much just really kind of assembling, like, right, Voltron, and really getting ready to be able to attack the market after the coronavirus, right? So, I think that's something that's can not only be done in a professional setting or in a work environment, but even you personally, you can develop yourself during this particular time where you're able to come out better than you were before this, and even just provide your own worth, show that you're that you are a very valuable employee, right? So I think that this is more of an opportunity than it is a slump.
Okay. Let me do this real quick. All right. What you said was important, but let me do this because Antoine also, and you both focus so much on going up the corporate ladder, right? I know Sub-Zero does this too, but I want to play it in two different ways. So I want Antoine for those people who are still employed, focusing on, how to move up in management, or to, maybe making lateral moves or something like that. We'll do that. But I want brother Sub-Zero to focus on, in which Gabe also talks about this, but Sub-Zero, plug your program, right? We want to talk about these, what you can do as far as investing in the tech skills. But let me do this real quick. Brother Rich Turner, since I can't join, I'll give my play during this time. I'm building an electronic rubber mass press in my garage as we speak. How the hell do you do that? Brother Love Seat Shawty, I'm glad I became full-time Uber last year. I still control my time, and I jumped into the sneaker biz in January. The money is still flowing, and I'm about to start making videos. 1,200 equals inventory. I believe Uber does truck driving too, right? Which is what he's doing also. Brother Love C. Shawty, send me the sneaker business. I'll promote it on my next few videos. You my boy. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, let's talk about this. Sub-Zero, because you also are focusing with Black men and Black women that are coming out of different industries, getting new certifications through your business. So let's talk about the person that wants to change careers, because you're focusing on that, and then we'll let Brother Antoine Wade focus on the person who wants to move up in the corporation if they're still employed. So let's go ahead with you, Brother Sub-Zero.
Okay. Yeah, well, my students have I just did the math on all my student offers. They're at 1.6 million annually. My students, what they've done, they come to my course. I train you nightly, 5 days a week. Not nightly, one day is in the daytime. But at any rate, these students come out and I prepare their resumes. They go out and they interview. Just had 2 students in the last 2 weeks get over One got $50 and the other one got got $40. Well, really $39, about 80,000 a year. But that being said, this entire training is done virtually. It's for the type of training business that I have, for it to be like it is right now. I'm actually building out a sales funnel for this whole thing, this whole situation. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I tell my students, you know, this is a way to, a means to an end. I've been doing IT for 10 years. Ooh, let me go cold. That's not me, you know. And so, but $100 if I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna punch a clock.
Man,
Yeah, I think it's breaking up a bit there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's breaking up.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Yeah, we're here now. Go ahead. Repeat what you said, brother.
All right, I said if I'm gonna punch a clock, I need $65, $70. I'm not gonna be punching the clock for $10. And if you're gonna try to do anything in any business arena, you're gonna need funding. Right now, if you want to do, I just had the video about Gen Pro. If you want to do that, if you want to do anything, you need money. Like, and one thing I want to side note I want to kind of mention as well. This is a good time if you are working to kind of ask for some leniency your bills and focus on the small debt, do a debt snowball. You can get a lot further ahead now because people are being more lenient. Like if you pay rent, they might be like, hey man, you can pay us over the month instead of just by the third. That'll give you time to go out and do other things and get yourself set up. And you can throw a lot more money at other bills over these next, few weeks. Or this might go on for 2 or 3 months. So you can start, attacking your debt. But you really, like what I'm seeing right now, this opportunity for any and everybody, if you are open to it. If you are so distraught about the economy, about what's going on, this is why, and I'm gonna be honest with you, stay away from the news. Stay away from the news. Watch who you talk to. Some people will call you and talk about how things are gonna be messed up and we about to go through something greater than the Great Depression, and this is gonna be. And I've had people do that, and you kind of got to just shut it down. Because me, I always have irons in the fire, things I'm trying to do. I don't need that type of energy because once you sap your strength, you're like, well, why go out and do anything if the economy's ruined? And you can think that you do need to protect what type of energy is being fed to you. Watch who's talking to you. Watch what they're saying, because I've had a few doom and gloom conversations I had to shut down. Like, look, bro, I got a business. I got a son. I ain't got time to hear that about the Illuminati and the Bilderbergs and what they're doing. Right now is a good opportunity for you to be thinking about the future. Either you are prepared and, you can go out and benefit from it, or if what you're saying is true, it ain't nothing I can do about it anyway. Either way, sitting around and discussing it and worrying about what's going to happen because of the Bilderbergs and the Illuminati and the Trilateral Commission and what they about to do with the dollar. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. When I hear that type of stuff, I shut it down. I'm focusing. I'm worrying about how to build a sales funnel right now. That's where my mind is. So,
yeah, you know, Negroes love conspiracy theories, especially Black people. Everything is a conspiracy theory. I made a video on the Phil Scott Show channel about Cardi B and her conspiracy theories and what them niggas tore my ass up. Cardi B is right. Shout out to Rich Turner. Picture a steamroller with the outline of a mask pattern carved in it, traveling on a thin sheet of rubber. Free plug. I still don't know how to do that, brother. That's not what I mean. I'll let you focus in on that player. You're the professional. Minister Maine, word. Thank you for the 49 super chat. Shout out to all the brothers in the building. Okay, now let me ask you, brother Antoine Wade. So, you focus. Obviously, you're in. What was your MBA specialization? Was it management?
Yeah, I got an MBA with a focus on management technology.
Okay, so as a person who has managed, many people, other managers, stuff like that. If you're a person that's in, let's say, like Brother Rich Turner, who's working with a really great company right now, he's also in management. What do you do if you're an employee, and you're saying, you know what, I don't know if I should move up or change but let's say if you want to stay with the current company that you're in, what are some steps to move up in the company or move up in certain skill sets to make sure that you have, that your job is not going to be, anybody can be fired, right? Or let go or, furloughed. But what steps would you give right now? People who are currently working, who are not being affected by this, what would you tell them?
Great question, O'Shea. I love this show because you have so many different opinions across different areas based on where people are in their life. But I'm selling to a gentleman right now that works for a large Fortune 500 medical supply company. And he was looking for a promotion about 4 months ago before this had happened, and he didn't get it. And the solution that I'm actually selling to him, his manager was recruiting for that. And of course, with the COVID-19, that position, that management position was put on hold. Okay. So now that management position is put on hold, I understand that. And this is what I told the person who I'm selling to. I said, you have to convince your current manager that you can actually do the job of the person that he was trying to hire. And you would be the owner of the solution that I'm actually selling him. So what I'm basically saying is this, O'Shea, is you have the perfect opportunity now for you to be bold for the position that you want within the corporate world. Ask for it. You have an opportunity to actually execute it at a time where if there is a bit of failure there, you're still going to take something away. The only thing that you're probably, if you do completely fail, you just won't get that position, but at least you learn from it. What you also have an opportunity to do too is when you put yourself out like there, you have an opportunity to learn while on the job and also save your boss from actually having to hire somebody. So that's how I would say. I typically tell folks and this is what I train and I tell my mentees as well is now be bold. If you know you are a good employee, if you know you are above average, you know you are an excellent, why not be bold at this point in time, especially if you know that there's an opportunity that's right in front of you. Ask for that position, execute that position, and you'll be on your way to a promotion, my man.
The ghost OG says, with a voice like that, you should be doing voiceover working in Hollywood. Don't forget about radio. Well,
Thanks,
he
brother.
definitely got a radio voice, brother. So if the NBA stuff don't work out, player, watch out for the Antoine Wade podcast coming liquor store near you. Keep it techie, brother. I know you were trying to get in. The white man was holding your connection back, brother. Can you talk?
Yeah,
You there?
yeah. Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can
Yes,
y'all
sir.
hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So first off, let me say thank you, O'Shea, for letting me on. What's up, Antoine, Gabe, Sub-Zero. So at the end of the day, I'm not a business guy. Like I dabbled and dabbled in business. At one point I tried to start like 2 businesses, but it wasn't for me, whatever. So I just kind of focus in on telling people to get their skills up, especially like during this pandemic. I do Linux on my channel, which is, is very centered, focused on a different operating system. But I also, frequent the Black Brain Trust where they talk about certifications all the time. I just started trying to incorporate that into my content as well. But certifications during this time, you should be working on some type of skill, even if you you never worked in computers before. If you want to get into that, what I'm saying, is the opportunities out here. And I know Gabe A, he works from home. I've worked from home doing tech support. So there are jobs out here for people that are trying to get into tech. And so that's one good thing about, dealing with this pandemic. A lot of like base tech support is going to, I think in a couple months is going to start going online. or whatever. And so it's a good time, good opportunity. We have all these different resources at our disposal. For instance, YouTube. We on YouTube. There's plenty of training courses out there that people could take advantage of. Udemy, you know what I'm saying? I know money is tight, but Udemy courses are pretty cheap or whatever. You can go through and take some of those courses to learn different programming languages and all that stuff. But to add to the business side of it, the programming aspect is something that I want to, kind of really focus on. You know what I'm saying? People are starting, or creating tech startups, every day, coming out with new software, new applications that could be sold on a mass scale, because everybody uses the internet. I mean, I think I seen somebody doing a stream. Mr. Fantastic was doing a stream on OnlyFans. I know that's like a that's kind of
definitely got
different,
but a few sisters on there, boy.
Yeah, but it's technology driving that. And that's why I wanted to bring that up. It's technology that's driving those sites and all that stuff. So I mean, if this is the perfect opportunity, you know what I'm saying? If you got extra time to go through and do training, you know what I'm saying, and take advantage of the time that you have sitting at the house to get into these different industries. So that's all I wanted to add. But
okay,
y'all go ahead.
Shout out to the ladies that are in here. Anybody want to add in? Who wanted to add in on that?
Yeah, I definitely want to add in on it. Yeah, because I'm seeing her comment. She said, "No, so now I'm talking about the lady. Talk about Security Plus, and yeah, just as Josh is mentioning, and just like the young lady, I think somebody else mentioned earlier, as it concerns ethical hacking and penetration testing. Right, it's something that we do all the time, like in my organization. So I work as a cybersecurity consultant, and what we do a lot of times is, speaking on that point that Keep It Techie was speaking about, is that a lot of times for our pen test engagements, we do those remotely. We spin up a cloud instance, a virtual cloud instance in a customer's environment, and then we just have at it. We use particular tools, particular methods in order to expose the vulnerabilities in organization systems and networks. So so even virtually, right, working from home, we're also being able to provide services to customers. So speaking about building up those particular skill sets, yeah, now is definitely the time. And I think security and ethical hacking, all those things are very possible, because I mean, just like Josh mentioned, I've been working from home for, I don't know, 2.5 years. So we use Teams for virtual conferences. I have a WebEx room where if I need to have a customer meeting, I just spin up. I just start my WebEx meeting and invite customers in. We have conversations. I make deliverable. I mean, you name it, everything is already virtual, right? And this is from a tech particular perspective. So building up your skill sets during this downturn of time in those areas of cloud computing, cybersecurity, network administration, I mean, all of those will definitely help you to be more skilled in the event that this happens now, or even it happens down the line. Organizations are moving more towards that of remote type of work and remote services being offered to customers. So I think now is the time for sure.
Yeah, I wanted to add.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I definitely want to add to that. I've had students that I've actually watched go from unemployed or driving for Uber or driving trucks, working in the call center, to making over $100,000 a year. So definitely, and my course is only 3 months. Like I said, we start a new class Wednesday. Anybody that listens or mentions this is only $400. That's it. So if you're interested in coming in, I'll be training students in database development. That's what I do. I got students making $7,000 or more. Some of them making $10,000, $12,000 a month. Not 12, 10. But even still, I mean, it's a good, comfortable living. I'm working from home. This whole project, I had just started it. We were supposed to go into the office 2 days a week, but we kind of got sent home almost 3 weeks ago. So pretty much I'm not going in until July, they told us. So we're not going to be going into the office till July, if then. So it's probably going to be permanently remote. We have stand-up meetings in the morning. and then rest of the day, that's it. I'm kind of left to work and do my own code. And the next day, I kind of talk about, what's going on. If I need anything, I'll have a meeting like Gabe just talked about, and we'll do a Skype meeting or we do, Citrix. So we'll do that. And next thing you know, if there are any issues, we'll work them out. But it's a comfortable lifestyle. It's not really stressful. I'm still getting calls every day for people trying to hire me in the midst of this pandemic. I get emails and calls every day from people trying to hire me. My students, they're still landing jobs while people are sitting in. They're going on interviews at home now. You get what I'm saying? So this is the future. The 21st century is going to go to problem solvers, like the brother mentioned earlier. And if you're not going to adapt, I don't have a problem with, regular blue collar jobs as businesses or jobs and opportunities. But if you're not going to adapt in some way, shape, form, or fashion, you will be left behind in the 21st century. So, it's all going to go. It's all about your mind and using your, soft skills and using all of this stuff, an amalgamation of it to get out and approach, the problems that you will face. They're going to be there. Right now, a lot of people are sitting home. They felt like, hey, my skill set, I don't need to learn. I'm good. And then this happens. And so now you're like, okay, well, what's really a necessity that is going to protect certain jobs, certain skill sets? You're never going to have driving trucks. You're going to need that. We're going to need Uber. We're going to need certain things like what Gabe does with all these brothers on this panel. This is necessity. This is base. So these are some of the skills that I don't care what happens. It's funny how everybody on this panel is still making money and they're not unemployed right now because they use their mind. So you need to probably align yourself so that you're insulated no matter what happens. People are going to always need data. They're going to always need some cybersecurity. They're going to always need job readiness training, certain things. These are skills that are necessity. But, certain factories, certain jobs, you may be making $25 an hour, but if they let you go, can you go get that? Can you replace that? You got to ask yourself that question. How many, are people calling me, begging me to get this skill set or say, hey, I know you work for this company. Come work for me. We'll pay you $10 more an hour, $15. Sorry, he ran that old beat up ass scooter. Sorry. But you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing I'm saying. So you have to kind of, think about it that way, man. That's what this is. This is opportunity. It's a blessing. Like I said, I'm here for you. I'll work with you on the money part of it. I'm here. It's not going to be like this. It's going to be subscription based soon. So anybody that mentions this podcast that reaches out to me, sub03639@gmail, we can talk. I give you my phone number. We can talk tonight.
And shout out to Engineering Cannabis. He actually came on. He's been on the Hall of Game himself. Master's degree in, I think he's a master's degree in chemical engineering. He's taking your course and said just for coding, he refreshed some information and it was good. So shout out to the brother. Let me just do some super chats and I'll put your email up to some of the other brothers so they can contact you. J.I. never pay full price for Udemy. Google a coupon. Oh, Google a coupon. I didn't know that. Okay. Earl Owens, great content. Now it's time to build stuff up. Thank you. So we'll let the panel answer this because you guys know this. What kind of jobs are they landing at 100K with certifications? I made close to 100K, but with a lot of school. Please advise. All right. So we're going to go back and ask that brother Joshua Landrum. He's a fan of the Hall of Game. I did tell brother Gabe that he got your email. So if
I did.
Good.
I did get your email, brother. I do want to take a little bit of time to kind of go over it and really give you something customized to your particular situation. So it's coming. A response is coming.
All right. Our brother Swint, he's one half of the security. Him and my brother from Duval County. You know what I'm saying? In the building. So and then Dr. Welch, man, he's people don't know I have medical doctors that follow my content. This brother is second year matched in internal medicine, right? So went to osteopathic medical school. So man, I got a lot of talented brothers over here, man. Don't think that we ain't got them. King George, y'all fellas, the best. Salute to you, man. Thank you. Good to see brother O'Shea Linux. He's been on here before. Let me ask you, brothers, this if we can. Let's go back to this question because you guys are more talented than me in that. especially, everybody over here, because everybody over here is information technology based in some way. What kind of jobs are they landing at 100K with certifications? I made close to 100K, but with a lot of school, please advise. Whoever wants to tackle that, go ahead.
Can I jump on that?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me say, none of my students are certified. Well, I got one, he had a SQL certification. None of my students are certified. Most 99% of my students are not certified. It's a way you do it. It's you just email me. I could talk to you offline about it, but it's a way I do it. I have different things, the way you do what you put on your resume, what, wording, how you talk to people, how you talk to the recruiters when they call you. But that's the thing. I mean, I know lawyers that don't make what some of my students are making. They got a law degree. So it just takes a little investment. Everybody else believes in certifications. I've taken 2 certification tests, 3. I passed 1. It was the Salesforce. The second one, the other 2 I took was SQL. It was real hard. It wasn't as easy. So that's I know everybody else probably has certified. I'm probably the lowest IQ brother on here, but I'm just telling you, I do it though. Yeah, I got ways of getting people jobs without having to do that. So you don't have to necessarily be certified.
Okay. Brother Love skills. If my biz fails, I still have CDL. All right. Let's go to KIT and then we'll go to brother Gabe.
Well, I mean, I can only go off of my experience when it comes to certifications, as well as other people that I've helped in the field. See, I've worked with a lot of veteran guys, and so you don't need a lot of schooling when it comes to contracting work. The certifications are key when it comes to the type of jobs that I've seen and help people get. And they all make over $100,000. Not all of them, it could be 80, 90. It all depends on where you located as well. Say
it again. That's also, thank you for saying that. Say that one more time.
Yeah, it's also depends where you located. Because I mean, standard of living, all that stuff. That plays a factor into the amount of money that they will offer for a position. Like I'm currently a database administrator as well. I work on track with the Navy, and the position that I'm working on in California is a little bit more than the other guys that I know that work in Norfolk. So my whole purpose saying was I just wanted to go back to security. So certifications along with some other form, either experience or security clearance. Security clearance is key, especially government contracting. That'll you don't have to have much schooling unless it's required for the position that you're applying for. If they require a bachelor's, then you have to have that bachelor's degree. But I've seen some positions that don't require a bachelor's degree. It only require like an associate's or some college, but the certifications take priority because Security Plus is like a DoD standard when it comes to getting on government contracts, especially working in different areas. So security clearance, Security Plus, that's the minimum standard cert that you need to get in certain DoD contracts. So I guess I can speak from that side. So
okay.
Y'all go ahead.
All right.
Thanks, O'Shea. That's the dude, brother. A couple of people was asking for that's my email. He just put on the screen.
Right
Thank you,
brother Hawkeye. That's right there. Go ahead. Let's go to brother Gabe and then we go to brother Antoine. Go ahead, brother Gabe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I have a little bit different experience from the rest of the brothers on the panel. My degree was in electrical engineering, so you can consider that a lot of education or not so much education. So with the bachelor's in electrical engineering combined with certification, so I was able to get what you call like these GX SANS certifications. So with electrical engineering degree, a year and a half or so of experience, and with one of those SANS certifications, I was able to land a role. Let's see, this was back in 2000. What was this? 2014, 13. I was able to land a contracting role for like over 160K. Right. So that's we get specific as it concerns numbers. And that was just with that particular thing. So you can say maybe engineering combined with certifications in cybersecurity, you can be that plus. And it hasn't went down since then as it concerns earning potentials. And so but I would say one thing to really get into are definitely these big four consulting firms like Deloitte and Booz Allen Hamilton, which is more a defense contractor, but Deloitte and who else? Who are others? Like Accenture, KPMG. These organizations will definitely throw you into particular roles, which have pretty much set steps as it concerns earning potentials. So certifications play a big role in that. Definitely a bachelor's degree, typically certification and some type of experience can definitely land you in roles over 100K. So, yep.
Well, O'Shea, I'll jump in. That's really good information, Sub-Zero. And I'm not going to talk about certifications here, but my recommendation, and we've all given some really good recommendations on what folks should do in this time, in this tragic time that we're having in the world. And I would just say this, right? Sub-Zero owns a company where he's going to be able to help you with those hard skills, whether it's SQL, whether it's some technology or something like that. But there's another component to it. Those hard skills will get you hired, but the soft skills will be what gets you fired, right? So focus. If anything now, if you found yourself in a position where you are unemployed, how you could have improved in the soft skill area. And what I mean by that, it is, are you a good team member? Did you have really good oral communication and communication skills? Were you professional in your role? It's a gut check. It's a really big gut check at this point in time. And I would advise for a lot of people to really focus on the soft skills part of it. Are you adaptable? Now you have no other choice but to be adaptable because you're sitting at home and the world is stopped. Can you determine what other skill that you need in order for you to leverage this opportunity? Are you dependable, right? Do you have really good conflict resolution skills? So focus on those soft skills areas because those are what you are going to need. If you do get fired, there's other opportunities for you that are out there. And if people see that you're a professional, you can communicate very well. You have a track record from being a good team member. That's what companies are looking for. And that's what companies will hire, right? You have companies like Amazon that's looking for 100,000 employees, but yet you found right now, absolutely going through that because the industry, right, and the retail has picked up, especially online. If you were in the corporate field and you had some hard skill and, your company had to make some cuts and they cut everybody, right? But at least you can go to Amazon because, you're more than likely going to get hired because you know how to go through that interview process and so forth. So focus on those essential skills that we teach at Black Heights to prepare yourself for that next opportunity, whether that is interviewing and having the ability to sell yourself. It will help you in the near-term future.
And what I want to do is shout out
Can
to.
I add to that? Oh,
Yeah. Hold, just give me 1 second. Shout out to Joe, MCC Opinions. What's you guys take on opening the pharmacy? Hawkeye, thank you. Let me do this because this is our brother's topic today. I would like everybody that's here. We have close to 250. You keep going fluctuating, but brother Black Heights has a very good YouTube channel, very unique. I'm not seeing anything like it in all of YouTube. I would like for you brothers to go ahead and subscribe to Black Heights YouTube channel. He focuses everything from mid-level management going up the chain. He focuses a lot on soft skills. He focuses on things like that, things that, I don't see a lot of people. Then again, people don't have his experience. So this is a really good channel, right? It's for African-Americans. He has a lot of good collaborative interviews. There's only 2 people that I see in this space that deal with very professional African-Americans all the time on their show. And that is Andre Hatchett, who deals with so many talented people in Black Heights. They're the only two that do collaborative interviews with people like that. So make sure that you go ahead and you subscribe to Brother Black Heights there. I want you to press 1. Interview skills, right? Black Heights will touch on that. Press 1 if you have subscribed, right? Because we want our brother to keep coming back. And if we can get more subscribers, I can convince him to keep coming back, okay? Because this is a Georgia Tech NBA. He should be charging me for this game. But if we can help build the brother's channel up, he'll come back. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell. Go ahead, brother. Keep taking what you're saying.
Nah, I was just gonna add to exactly what he said. Soft skills. That's a great point you made. And this is one of the reasons I kind of talk about LinkedIn. Getting your LinkedIn profile set up properly, and as well as people that you currently work with, that you're cool with, or people that you've worked with in different departments, and you've done something for that department to help them build up something. Say, hey, can you go to my LinkedIn and put a recommendation up there for me? So I mean, just building up that LinkedIn profile as well as your connections, you know what I'm saying? That ties in exactly what he was saying, and that's all I wanted to add to what he was saying.
Okay, let me just jump in because I'm not in the what's up, mediocre. That's my brother right there. Brother, we're going to do that show, brother. This is a good brother too, man. Check out his channel, everybody. That brother has some good stuff over there. Shout out to Brother Black Man, my brother Aaron. I want us to say this. Now, I'm the same in everybody because we're all in the tech spaces and somewhat. I'm in more of a ghetto tech space called Black YouTube. I won't talk about my experience with the coronavirus, and I have seen many content creators suffering during this time. For example, somebody like that are like a lot of Instagram models are complaining, Instagram influencers are complaining, and vloggers are complaining right now because they can't get out in the field and do content. And on YouTube, the mechanism that you pick, it's like running the offense, right? The run and shoot, the triple option, West Coast, balance, whatever offense you run, typically you live or die by it. Starting a YouTube channel or a social media content creation channel is the same mechanism. Whatever you pick is what you're going to die by. Now, the vlogging world and the food tasting world, or people like that, they're done right now. I want to give a tip. If you're a person in the content creation space, I want you to look at Brother Antoine Wade, right? He must have a green screen in the back. Is that what you have?
That's right. Absolutely. Yes, sir.
This setup for people who are content creating right now, the African diaspora shows, people like me, we have the green screen setups. We're good right now, right? Have not been affected. We're able to produce content inside of the house. Obviously, look at that. You could keep changing the background. You could still give somewhat of a multifaceted feel for your content, and people can still enjoy it just off the screen. And if you have the lighting and the whatever, the people who are outside blogging, obviously you don't want to do that right now. People are caught. Their business is done right now. So I would always tell people that you want to be able to create content that is inside the home based. You can always go outside, right? For example, we have in the home, in my apartment in Kampala, we have the i9-9900K processor with the 40 gigabytes of RAM, the 2070 gaming Asus Strix card in it. We have like 6 terabytes, 2 of it's NVMe, and it's an editing computer. And then we're using primarily Adobe Premiere, and then we're using Adobe Audition. And we have it on one Razer laptop, and then we're producing everything from here. And we have everything set up. So in quarantine, we have and guys, don't use Adobe cracked software. Just buy it. All right. Pretty much I can produce everything from here. We can knock out multiple episodes in a day. If I have my other guy that wants to come over here, we can put out everything that we need to put out all the time because it's stationary. But those content creators that are mobile, they're the ones that are affected, and they are financially suffering. So consider if you're a social media content creator And if you want to go out and do things, fine. But don't be a social media content creator where you can't, if you have no stationary concept, you're broke. That's one of the things I will always say. Go the green screen route, or if your person doesn't use a green screen, look at guys like Brandon Tatum, Anthony Brian Logan. They don't use green screen, but they're stationary. It's the same look all the time, and they can still make money. So for me, what I've seen in the social media, that certain content creators are just done right now, right? And you pick your own poison with this. So as you see, you see how it has set up. That setup is going to work all the time, right? So I just wanted to touch on that from my end. Anybody else want to weigh in on whatever they want to say?
Yeah,
you know,
I got.
go ahead. Sorry.
You can go ahead.
No, that's a good point, O'Shea. I had no idea how much this is impacting everybody, right? And I'm not in the YouTube space, and you're certainly in it. And that was a very, very good call out. I was going to talk about something. I was going to say it to be controversial, but if you're able to get the $1,200 that the government's going to be sending, use that money wisely. I'm not able to get it because I fortunately I'm in the 35th percentile from a tax bracket standpoint. Me and my wife do quite well. But what I've been able to do during this time, being a business owner and still being a W-2 employee, is take advantage of everything that's going on that the government has put out there. This stimulus bill is giving an opportunity to businesses who are just starting or have just started, grant money, basically. And you would only know that if you were in that space. If you had an LLC, if you're in real estate, if you had an S Corp. I own an S Corp for Black Heights, where we teach, soft skills, essential skills, employability skills, but also own real estate as well. We have an LLC. And, we're a small business. We don't make a lot. Black Heights was a $70,000 company last year, so not much at all. My real estate is anywhere from, only a couple of properties, so we're profitable. But the point of it is that having an LLC and an S Corp, the government is passing money out right now. So I can actually get a grant that's non-repayable because of me just owning a business. I don't need the money, but I can leverage it to continue to pay my W-9 contractors, or I can leverage it for rent. I can leverage it for utilities and so forth. So screw the $1,200. It is, I tell people this all the time, create a business, create an LLC. Even if it's just a hobby right now, find something that you're passionate in, use it as a tax shelter, use it as a way for you to not get taxed so high by you investing into yourself. So I wanted to take it there, O'Shea, just to give people a little bit more outside of the box thinking versus this $1,200 and them being able to leverage those skills and gain additional new skills, but think in the future. Own an LLC. The United States, and I say this all the time, it's a big ass corporation. And that's how we treat people based on classes, based on titles and stuff like that. Why not play the game, create an LLC, whether it's for your kids, whether it's for you, and you would have an opportunity if you did it prior to February 15th of 2020 to get free money from the government. Our Black people, our business owners need to take advantage of that. And a lot of them are talking about it, but there's a lot of people that haven't entered their mind yet. And I'm just encouraging you to go out there and do something like that, even if it's just a hobby, because you will be compensated for it during some time.
Okay. And guys, make sure that all the people that are in the chat right now subscribe to this channel, hit the bell. Are you over 1,000 yet, brother Black Heights?
Yeah, O'Shea, I'm over 1,000 now, close to edging towards 2,000, brother.
Okay, we want to help our brother get over there because, like I said, the more y'all subscribe, the more I can bribe for some chicken sandwiches for him to come back. All right, so we want to keep subscribing to the page. Anybody just want to weigh in on that?
Yeah. While y'all was talking, I got me 350 reps in, man. Don't waste time, man. Hey, I'm outside. I got my dumbbells. I got 30-pound dumbbells I just got from Walmart. Order from Walmart. You get them in 3 days for about $50, $60. Don't be lazy, man. That's my advice. Go get it. This is opportunity. I actually applied for the grant that the brother was just talking about. $10,000 was it, I'm like, hey, I'll dump it straight into Lifting the Veil IT Academy. Anybody that wants to learn, database development, business intelligence, making $40, $50 an hour, give me an email, Sub03639, which was on the screen a second ago, at Gmail, Sub03639 at Gmail. I'll talk to you. I'll explain how it works, how my students work. I might go live tonight, show some check stubs, show people how it works, man. $2,500 a week, take home. Holler at me. We'll help you out.
All right, and we do have it there. Any other brothers got something to say or?
No, I was just gonna say exactly what these other guys just said, man. Just take advantage of this time. Try to learn your new skill, man. If you got the time to sit around and watch Netflix, you got time to get a YouTube video that's explaining to you how to write Python code or anything of that sort. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't start opening myself up for more mentoring. So if anybody needs any assistance, I'll my email address is josh@keepitake.com, or you can hit me up off my website, keepitake.com, or just message me any kind of way.
Put it in the chat room, brother.
Okay, I'll throw it out there for sure.
Brother Gabe. Oh wait, you said something else, brother?
No, I was just gonna repeat again or try to drill it in people's head. Take advantage of this time. You know what I'm saying? That just take advantage. All right.
Yeah, go ahead and put it there, brother. Go ahead, Brother Gabe.
Yeah, nothing else from me. I just kind of at times can take the perspective. Like I do think that we're giving a lot of great information out here, but I stay wondering, like, who's gonna really take advantage of it? Like who's gonna really? I mean, with everything happening, in Black YouTube and all this crazy stuff happening, people arguing over what camp of this manosphere and that. I just really desire for brothers to take advantage of this, but I do at times think in the back of my mind, like, who gonna really, step up to the plate within their own lives, right? Not just digitally. I just really encourage brothers, if you're hearing that these are very integral times, right? It's very integral times for you to take advantage of your opportunities, and that there's a lot happening, in this particular space, but just don't get caught up in the mess, man. Just don't get caught up in the mess, y'all, because it's really not worth it. That's just what I was thinking.
And that includes me. Y'all know I do get involved in negative shit. So they're talking to me too. So I'm not exempt. I need to get checked too. I do dabble and dibble in the bullshit and the fuckery, but these shows will bring me back from my niggerdom. Thank you, Brother Dr. D. I want to get him on next time, brother. Let me go back to Matt. Brother Nettie goes, I might start an LLC on investing. I'm set up $1 Will. He is a great technical trader. I'm loading BSGM at COVID-19 play, tight float, RSA stochastics, not overbought, kaboom, Cal Blokey tomorrow. Now, it's funny. I had to get my guys, make sure Brother Matty goes and Brother Nicholas. I got to get the form back on the site, because I remember when Brother Matty goes, he was picking particular stocks that was going to hit on a certain day, and for like 5 days in a row they all hit. So I got to get the form back, and that's my fault, because we actually had the form, and then like Russian troll bots came in and then took the form down, and then my developer didn't know how to stop that, and that killed the form. But I'm going to bring the form back. I just want to say this, in this time, I even fall and get into the nigga shit myself. I will say this, as a person that's addicted to niggatry, it's good to have brothers like the ones that you see on the panel. Keep It Techie, Gabe, Antoine, Brother Sub-Zero, guys engineering. A lot of times when you get involved in stupid shit like I'm known to get involved in, I know that I'm gonna get an email from somebody, And they might not directly say it, but I know Brother Gabe, you'll hear like, woo, yeah, man. We sure need to get this content because there's a lot of nigga shit going. I know what you're saying. I know who he's talking to. He's like, nah, nigga, you need to get your shit together. And you know what? That's fair. I need to hear that. And also, you know, being around people that are always doing well, it helps me. I know that I have things I got to do because I'm like, damn, I know Antoine doing something. You know, I know Brother Gabe is doing something. Nah, I'm gonna get my ass up and do something because I know that Brother Rance Turner is doing something. You know, I gotta stop roasting these other. I gotta get my shit together, right? I know Brother Field is doing something. My brother right here, Brother Moses, from the same high school, and he graduated top of his class from Morehouse. You know, so I know all of the dudes that I do, although I deal in nigga shit, the dudes that I mess with, the dudes that I'm associated with in my circle, I know for a fact every day these guys have done something on that day. And I need to get my black ass up and do something that day. So guys, be a reflection of, you know, what you've heard today. You know, like I said, like we all get weak, but you know, you need to have those brothers around you that's going to bring you back to the core. And shout out to Brother Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. It's another brother with an MBA. He wants to come on, and I just been dealing with so much, you know, the time zone and stuff. I'll try to have my brother on tomorrow, and we got this podcast is really bringing a lot of brothers together. And Brother Gabe posed the question. I wonder what people are going to do. I will tell you, Brother Gabe, you'd be surprised because I get so many emails from brothers because you produce most of the content that's on this channel for these shows, and so many brothers appreciate you for what you do. And we have 240 people that have stayed and watched this show, that's phenomenal for a show like this. Actually, we've been averaging like, you know, typically 70 or 80 or 90, but 250 at the most. So some people are interested in what's going on. It was entertaining enough and it was informative enough that people said, you know what, we're going to go ahead and spend our time. So I will gather that if we keep pushing it down, we keep coming with the creative content that brothers are going to be listening. I know Brother AM1 is with Erica Williams right now shooting something. He ain't even on YouTube right now. You know, Erica Williams from the Classic Climb blog, she hired AM1. They met at Afrotech. So if you don't believe that you can get hired and get money from my platform, I dare you. Right? Andre Hatchett has met so many people. Brothers come from my chat rooms and make deals, and they go out and do things in real life, right? That's in real, like, it is real life. But I dare you to think that it doesn't happen. Use this as my space to meet up with people, to do great things. Brothers have gone into business. Brothers went to Sub-Zero's school and got better training, got jobs. It happens all on my platform all the time, right? So just understand that it does happen. Let me do this real quick. King George, I rock with you guys. Thanks for all the good brothers preach. And something I was thinking about, definitely be in contact. Zachariah, here's for the Celebrity Drunk, Brother Great Britain. This is where you shine at, ODJ. I thought you was about to call me a shine because I am a shine too sometimes. I love these smart people shows. Thank you, brother. My brother Aaron Ferris. Any last words from anybody?
Yeah, one thing I want to squeeze in there, like double dutch, real quick. Let me say this: if you are in the DC, Chicago, Atlanta, I think they got one in LA. They have something called the Gathering Spot, which is like where professional people get in. You have to pay, it's $200 a month, but you get to get around those types of people. Because a lot of times for us as black men, especially, we don't have a lot of friends. My friends, a lot of them still think it's 1994 and we in high school playing basketball. They got that mentality. So if you want to get around those types of individuals that are successful in real life, not just on YouTube, because it is, I know one brother I met, Brother Tyron Spear, shout out to him. He's involved in it. He told me about it, but it's so many people just in the metropolitan Atlanta area that are full-time internet people that run mega $1 million companies that are black that we don't know anything about. You want to rub shoulders with those people in person, the Gathering Spot. I'm not getting paid off this. I just want to mention that if you want to get around some real people in the DC, I think they just look it up. Just the Gathering Spot. It's on the internet. Started by a brother, black dude. Check it out.
All right. Shout out to Brother Matty Ghost. Let me read this. Rich Turner again. He says, hopefully we get him on just because Brother Gabe is keeping us on the straight and narrow. Oh, yeah.
Appreciate
Gabe,
it, man.
Gabe, yeah, man. Like, y'all niggas was on that bullshit. He'll come out and say he ain't scared of nobody. All right. Any last words, Brother Keep It Techie? Antoine, we'll let Antoine end the show. Brother Keep It Techie, go ahead. Any last words, brother?
Nah, y'all good, man. I appreciate you letting me on, O'Shea, and nice talking to you, brothers.
And thanks for everybody going over there watching the premiere. Did they come over there yesterday, brother? It was yesterday or the day before?
It was yesterday. Yes. Thank you so much for doing that, O'Shea, man. And I always love these types of shows where we're on there with some our intelligent, articulate brothers, being an example of the community. You were the one that introduced me to Maurice, and Maurice was the one who basically did this logo for our company. And not only that, I leveraged a relationship with Erica Williams. Most recently, she sent me a message understanding that I had a boat in Austin, and her and M1 were together during that day. I was supposed to take them out the next day on that Sunday, but the weather was bad. So, you rub shoulders with some good people on O'Shea's channel. And if you have something that is of value, you're going to be taken serious. And I would say this to end the show. My prayers to all the people that are impacted by this whole crazy tragedy that's going on. Know that it's going to be over relatively soon. Do what you can that you're in control of at this point in time. And that is building yourself to be a better person for tomorrow. So that's where I'll end with O'Shea. Thank you so much for all you do, for all the folks that you're educating, and for being a good leader, my man. Appreciate it, man.
Well, I keep going to the Gabe School of Leadership. I'm gonna be all right. You gonna be, brother? Yeah, brother, you're getting involved. And Doug, I know I'm gonna get an email from Doug pretty soon. Shout out to Brother Medical Tutorials and Reviews. We're gonna try to have him on tomorrow and open up another panel. Again, Brother Gabe, he's getting on me. I did man. I was doing it indirectly though, because I you don't have a direct way to do, but brother, we need to get back to this stuff, brother. So I'm gonna get back to it. I want to get my brother Moses is very dear. We're from the same area, so he's also very knowledgeable. He's a very bright guy. What I want to also say, thank you, brother. Thank you, Jamaica. That's a good coronavirus mask, brother. If that's yours, I want to just say this. A lot of people do connect on my platforms, whether it's business or nigga shit. And I think the Rumble is coming tonight. So speaking of that, that's another connection. But anyways, guys, let's help build the platform when it comes to a lot of this professional black men. Like I said, Erica Williams and AM1, they met on my platform. They are now doing stuff. Like I said, they were going to then meet up with Brother Antoine, who had a boat in Austin. Like this shit doesn't happen on anybody else's platform of Black YouTube but mine. Okay. Anybody I bring on my platform, number one, they know what the fuck they talking about. Okay. Number two, they know what the fuck you're talking about. And number three is the same as number one and number two. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody comes on the Hall of Game that's a loser. Everybody is vetted and they know what they're talking about. So if you're a brother, you're trying to get, shout out to Brother Steep Technologies out in the DC area. If we put this show together for professional black men, for you to come in and connect, we are going to make this better. This will become better. Me and Gabe are going to make this better, right? So it's going to improve. And so you'll see a lot of changes in the next 6 months. Like my Celebrity Junk this is going to get better. It will get more improved, and it will be more. All right. So as we're kicking the brothers, email us, planetoshay@gmail.com. We're going to try to do some things. Now, we were supposed to try to do some things. Brother Sub-Zero had got on my case about doing what I was supposed to do about this convention. Now, I don't know how the coronavirus has messed it up, but we're still going to try to see what we can do. We will be working with you brothers, at least do something small for the first time and then make it better. So
I'm here for you, brother. Just let me know, man. I can look at a hotel in Atlanta real quick, man. You got a lot of subscribers, a lot of love here in Atlanta. So let me know. I got downtime. I got time now, cuz. So if you want me to ride around tomorrow,
Christianity, brother, because I'm gonna be, my YouTube wife had to be there because y'all know them strippers, boy. I might have to. I don't. Y'all know I'm not saved. So, anyways, Thanks a million. I want to do one last thing. Our brother Antoine Wade. Let's go ahead and everybody subscribe to Black Heights. Again, I want to get because this is his topic today. I want to get the brother some more love. Hopefully, we can get him 100 subscribers. Let's keep Regina. Since Regina, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell on his channel so that way we can get him to come back. Right. That's one thing that's very important. If, for people to know they get love, they can come back and we can help propel them. All right. Any last words?
I'm good, sir.
Nope,
All
none
right.
for me.
Brother, thank you, Brother Gabe, for all that you do. Brother Antoine, Brother Gabe, tomorrow again, yeah, if you have time, huh?
Absolutely. I'm with it.
All right. Brother Antoine, let me know if how many subscribers you got. Thank you, Brother Goshen. He just got all kind of money. Tony Davis, thank you, brothers. All right. See you guys in a minute on the Rumble. We will be doing the nigga shit over there. Peace out, Brother Antoine. And guys, thank you so much, Brother Sub-Zero, Brother Keep It Techie. Thank you so much, brother.
No problem.
All right,
Peace.
brother.
All right,
Enjoy
yeah,
it,
see
man.
you fellas later. All right, see y'all.
All right, y'all. See y'all.